Irving Goffman's social action theory states that we are all actors playing roles in front of an audience. We are constantly trying to project aspects of our identity to convey a certain image of ourselves. The work we do daily to portray ourselves a certain way is called face work, as we present ourselves through a series of faces which Goffman defines as positive social value a person claims for themselves by the line others assume he has taken in a particular contact. We could have many different faces or roles, but we tend to keep them separate from each other to use in the appropriate social situation. This is all a part of daily life, but imagine having to convey a certain face to a whole society at once. A democratically elected leader is someone who is expected to behave a certain way, while all their actions are under scrutiny and any mistake will become a public matter. Any controversy or embarrassment could jeopardize their career. And this is all the more difficult with the media today, as every move they make gets broadcasted to millions of people in a matter of minutes. Take the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, for example. It can be argued that in the past he has done very well to depict the face of an ideal leader. He has portrayed himself as just, fair, kind, and focused on fixing current world issues like global warming and inequality. However, recently Trudeau was exposed for wearing blackface on several occasions in the past. This is an offensive form of racial appropriation that has caused a lot of strain in his political career. Usually, audience segregation allows an individual to play out different roles for different people without allowing one role to discredit another. But embarrassment has occurred because the face Trudeau usually conveys has been confronted with a face from before his political career that doesn't make him look like the leader he's portrayed himself to be. Trudeau handles his embarrassment by understanding that he is in the wrong face. That is, that the information brought forward about him cannot be integrated into the face sustained for him.
Mistakes in this life, and you make decisions based on what they actually do, what they did, and on a case-by-case basis. I think I deeply regret that I did that. I should have known better, but I didn't.
If you compare Prime Minister Trudeau's reaction to embarrassment to someone like Donald Trump's reaction, you get a very different outcome.
You brag that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk. Look at Bill Clinton. Far worse, minor words, and his was action. His was what he's done to women. There's never been anybody in the history of politics in this nation that's been so abusive to women.
Anybody you'd like to apologize to right now yourself?
No.
No?
The odd thing is that Trump never makes an effort to apologize for anything and never seems embarrassed by any of his own actions, although a lot of people would consider his actions embarrassing and have made it clear.
Jar and Surgeon General Adams joining us from Al Jabar Air Base in Kuwait is the Central Command response and crisis response. We don't want you to put defensive missiles and missiles.
Trump still believes that he is in face, which provides him with feelings of confidence, assurance, security, and no hesitation in openly presenting himself to other people. Goffman suggested that since people don't like to seem or feel embarrassed, sometimes they will pretend not to know that they have lost composure at all. I think it's fair to say that Trump doesn't portray the usual type of face we'd see in a politician. For whatever reason, Trump nearly always seems to say the first thing that comes into his mind. And he doesn't seem to mind whether or not he comes across as politically correct.
I want to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall. I want to build the wall. We need the wall. And Mexico will pay for the wall.
Overall, it is clear to see how Goffman's social action theory applies in the real world, especially as politicians are constantly working to portray a certain face and in turn are constantly getting embarrassed.